Left.
Huh?
Left.
Okay.
Yeah, I know if we turn around here, so I want to go over and just turn. Okay.
Oh, nice. I'll be quiet then.
You will see a lot of these statues outside of the properties. There's a cockroach at the base, yeah. You will see, sorry for that, you will see a lot of these statues and gods outside a lot of properties in Thailand. It's really to ward off evil spirits. But besides the fact that they ward off evil spirits, they are very, very beautiful as well. We move on. This is the main entrance to the Amari Hotel in Hua Hin or Hua Hin that we're staying. With full-time security, 24 hours a day. As I say, it is a 5-star hotel, but it's not that expensive. I don't think it is, considering the amenities and what they offer here. And you can get a taxi that will come directly up to the hotel and take you wherever you want to go. There is, over on the left-hand side here, if I pan around, over to the left side of the lumps and bumps. There you go, it's like a golf cart truck, and that one there will, if you want it during the day, that one will take you down to the beach. We've had it ourselves, didn't we? So just down to the beach that time. Just be mindful that there are limits to where those golf carts can go and everything. There's always taxis waiting inside. Sawadaka. As I've been explaining to you, Sawadaka means hello. So anytime you hear us saying that, you'll know that we're saying hello to one of the locals. We are wanting to learn Thai because I think people could be very ignorant on we complain in the UK about people not, that don't speak English or speak the English mother tongue. Then we complain and say, oh, they should learn English, which, yeah, we're quite right to say, but that really applies to where they really in the world. I mean, like us in Thailand, I mean, their mother tongue is Thai, and, when people complain, and, I've seen it, I've witnessed it myself, people complaining because they're getting frustrated because they don't understand what the Thais are saying to them. Give them a bit of slack, but, it's their mother tongue. It's up to us to learn their mother tongue rather than, getting annoyed and getting irate with them when you don't know what they're asking, what they're saying. We're going to go on a little small road trip now. We're going to see if we find somewhere to fill our bellies a little bit and just take in the sights on the way. So I'll stop the hour and just leave you to take in the sights. Like I say, be weary that there will be some bumps and lumps in the road and everything, but nothing like it would be in the UK. I think I would have to I'd have to just stay still and try and film everything from an helicopter or something. I didn't want any bumps and lumps because of the potholes. Yeah, but it's a disability scooter, so it feels quite, the slight bump and lump and everything. As I say, we'll take this little mini tour of just a small section of Hua Hin. track lights on for me, please? Alright.
Ah, okay.
Don't tell Sharon that I said this, but I was thinking of getting her a set of roller skates and then she can hang on to the seat behind and I can tour her around. Saves her feet a little bit because, you know, you could go through a lot of shoes out here and keep getting them remoulded all the time. It costs a lot of money. You didn't hear that, did you, love?
No,
Oh, that's good.
talking about me.
Yeah.
Think of something nice.
Was your ears burning? They should have been on fire.
We'll soon find out when I get to listen to what they said in the back. I'll tell you one thing you won't get at home in the UK. You stopped to put your lights on.
Yeah.
2 taxi drivers came running to see if we needed assistance. I have to say here, in Thailand, nobody, they just can't put you enough. When unfortunately, a British citizen or anyone that's not from Thailand will walk straight past you as we have found out.
Yes, as I said in previous videos, they are Thais very accommodating, very helpful, and they won't think twice of coming and helping you out if you're struggling with something. And something I noticed today, which was quite bizarre, was I caught my toe. I've got problems with drop foot. Anybody who's got problems with their sciatic nerve, they know about drop foot, and I get drop foot and I caught my big toe and I nicked a little bit of skin and there was a little bit of blood on there, and they are really sort of like sympathetic towards it. Not that I was looking for sympathy, but you know, they clean it all up and they'll put a plaster on it, and yeah, really good. Whereas you go to some places, once again, I hate to say it, I'm really not down in this in our country, the UK. I'm not down in it. I'm just saying that how things have changed over the years, and how years ago, you know, you would have got those little bits of help, those little things that mean so much. You know, even down to manners. You know, it really annoys me when we're out and about and we listen to people ordering stuff and asking for stuff, and they don't even use their manners. And I think to myself, you know, I was always brought up that manners cost nothing. You know, say please and thank you means nothing. And I don't know. I just think all those sort of things, all the things that we prided ourselves around in the UK seem to have gone to the dogs, whereas out here they class it as a third world country, but believe you me, it's not. It really isn't. I mean, you'll get some areas where it's looking probably, as some people would call it, a little bit downtrodden or whatever. And there are some places that you go, which me and Sharon have got experience, she's got experience, you know, where you get the odd nasty hit. And it's, but you get used to it. You get used to it. You know, once
It's so warm, isn't it?
yeah, once again, like I said, you know, at the end of the day, they're still moving with the times. But you know, if you were to take a good close look at this video and look as far as the eye can see, you can't see one pothole, not one. Unfortunately, you can't say the same about the UK. But once again, we're not going to go on about too much about the UK, because I don't want to, you know, it is my motherland. I don't want to diss it too much. But it just goes to show really how things have been let to go to rack and ruin and deterioration. As we were told the other day, we had a problem at our house, and one of the guys was saying to us that they don't maintain them anymore. He said all they do is repair them when they go wrong or whatever, and that is it. But they never maintain them. Well, if you're not going to maintain something, that ain't going to last you. I always remember being told that when I got my first car. You look after your car, the car will look after you. And it's always stuck fast for me, and it's always worked for me as well. So you want to say?
Apologise for that sound in the background. That's my phone going. I just grabbed my bag.
Yes, it's not any copyright music or anything like that. It's Sean's phone going. Usually find, as far as eating out's concerned, when we at the hotel was turned left. And if you turn left, it goes down the bottom end of town, down the old part, as I call it, the old part of Warhead. Which is a bit quieter, sorry, school past and everything, but it's something that unfortunately you have to get used to, and the emphasis still live. Yeah, as I was saying, you turn left, come down to the, as I say, the southern end, and moving more down to the southern end of Wahin, the old part of Wahin town. It's a bit quieter down here, and it tends to be that a lot of restaurants seem to shut about between 9 and 9:30, don't they? That seems to be the standard time. So I think that's only because most of the tourists, the people living here and that, are normally gone home by then. So, but if you go up to the night market, I mean, the night market or selling street food till about 11 o'clock. But you can find restaurants dotted out and about down the back streets and everything. And don't think for 1 minute, because it's down the back street, that it's not going to be nice. Believe you me, you could get some nicest food, and I mean nicest food, down these back streets where it's not so busy, not so work. One thing we were told one thing we was told before we moved out here, when you go looking for food, always gauge the area you go in, always gauge the restaurant. Because if you go into a restaurant and it's got nobody in there, then that, like they will tell you, why is it so empty? Is it too early, or is it just that it's not really food? Or you go in there and there's all English people but no Thais. That usually tells you that if the Thais aren't in there, then it can't be very good. And it pains me to say that, because I don't, it probably isn't necessarily the case, but I think it is definitely, you've got to look at it and think, we've looked at it, and there's restaurants around, and no matter what time of the day you go past it, up until a certain time, there's always Thai people in there eating in there. And it's not just a couple Thai people, it is absolutely jam-packed with Thais eating, and you just get the odd Westerner, or as the word we like, Falang, you only get the odd Falang in there. It's more Thai. It doesn't mean you can't go in there, it doesn't mean there's any restriction. It just means that it's obviously they do good food. So that's what we started aiming for now, is to do that. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, what we were also told was if the locals eating there, it's because it's constantly good, as Phil's just said. But if it's the foreigners or the tourists, it's not that they don't care, but if you're not to come back, you're a tourist. Honestly, if you're a Thai, it's constant spending your money there, and that's what keeps the business going. If you get what I'm coming across.
Yeah, but you being a chef yourself, have also noticed how you had a case where we ate in one restaurant, and the lady said, Thai lady turned and said that she said, I'm not a falang, because I think they were trying to serve her something that wasn't quite fresh.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm not a falang, you're not serving a falang
So she
now.
was trying to tell them that I'm not a tourist. Don't treat me like a tourist. I know what's fresh and what's not.
So, that is another good thing as well. But we were only saying again today, because obviously we had the market village and had a pamper day and everything. I haven't really got into the vlogging side of it properly yet. I am going to within the next day or so. It's just that we want to have a little bit of downtime ourselves, because obviously it's been all like hustle and bustle coming out here. But now we're here and we're settled. We decided that we'd have a few days to ourselves just to get the feel of it again, and obviously to see people that we haven't seen for over 12 months, which was nice. You always think to yourself, or I do, I always think, I wonder if that's such and such still there. Or the person that was there selling the sticky rice with the
lady.
yeah, bless her. And we went there and she was there. She was there again.
An old lady.
Yeah, she was. It's like when we went to the night market. It was fantastic because we'd eaten in this restaurant where the Thai lady had said about I'm not a falang, I'm not a tourist, I'm a local. We came out of there, and as we was walking back up to catch our taxi back to the hotel, I said to Sharon, I said, look, there's a lady there selling samosas. Well, Sharon seems to think that, she says to me, when I get near the old lady, she said, give me the purse, because she says otherwise we go home with nothing. They go home with more than we go home with, because I just sort of feel sorry, because you look at...
Because you want to look after the whole world.
Yeah, but when you look at them, Sharon, I mean, what ages are some of the people that we've seen out there?
They're in the late 70s, early 80s, and
They're still working.
And working with a smile, that's the difference.
Yeah. And we went there, and this old lady sold samosas. And I always remember it. Sharon said, I said, they look really nice.
Chicken samosas.
Yeah, you said, you don't want they now? You just had some meat. I said, no, I don't know now. I just said they look nice. I said, but I wouldn't mind taking a couple back with us or whatever. So we got some, we took them back with us. Well, in the night, I don't sleep the best. So I woke up in the middle of the night and I had to take my medication and that. And Sharon said to me, do you want a coffee or a cup of tea? Yes, please. She said, yeah. I said, is there anything to eat? She said, I said, biscuits. She said, yeah, there is, but I've got these samosas and that as well. I said, oh yeah, can I try them? I'm going to be honest with you now, don't tell everyone, but I had a private moment. They were absolutely divine. I ate mine and I said to Sharon, oh my God. And that little old lady there was so pleased when we give her a little tip as well.
Humble, wasn't she?
Yeah, very humble, very humble. And it's not all a front. It's not a front for them to think, oh, I could get money out of these if I beat the poverty and everything. I could get money out of me. They'll smile at you whether you give them a tip or you don't. It doesn't matter to them. They're there, and they just really, really are. Very, very easy to like, very easy to get on with. It does upset me when, unfortunately, you get them everywhere. It doesn't matter where in the world you go, there is the odd person that goes in. We witnessed it on something where one of the soys where we were going down there and there was someone in the restaurant and what they were doing was because they had to wait a little bit for their food. I'll let Sharon tell you. Go on and tell them about the one where they had to wait for their food and they started shouting because they said they've been waiting for so long for their food.
Well, they weren't prepared to wait.
Yeah, they weren't prepared to wait any longer.
Anybody that knows anything, I mean, to discuss it that are amazing food critics, that a bit of common sense. If your food is ready within 2 minutes, it's blatantly not fresh. I mean, nobody makes you wait a long, long time. But when they're cooking it farm fresh, be prepared to wait because they don't keep you waiting long, and it's well worth the wait. And that person lost out because they you sat and waited no more than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you've got a drink and you're cooling down, so it's perfect. You know, within that 15 minutes, they're not as fresh as you can make good food to level.
And you said as well, especially with seafood, didn't you? You've got to be so careful with seafood.
So we're taking that.
Is that an ambulance?
Yeah. We're taking the tractor.
You've got a lot of these stores here. You've got a lot of the 7-Elevens, if you don't already know, the 7-Elevens are open 24 hours a day, and you can literally get anything. Where we went to the market village today, they had, they sell everything, right up to cars.
Yeah.
They got a section where they sell everything, including washing machines, furniture, hi-fi systems, and it just goes on and on and on. They've even got a section in there that they sell things for people with disabilities,
Yeah.
which one is one of the reasons that I said to you was the reason. We were taking you out on this vlog and everything. So we wanted you to see. I've done it again, like that's it. Wanted you to see that there are calls for people with disabilities. Look to the left over there. You can see there where the bike is. That curve isn't really any good. Does it serve a purpose? For anybody to get into there with a scooter or a wheelchair or a pushchair or anything, because it's got a water gate and it's too steep. But I mean, you can see in the road here, there's street vendors, and it smells. If you could have smell-o-vision, you would love it. Just on the left there, you can see 7-Eleven, which, as I said, there's a lot of them dotted around. I think the last time I looked, it was like 11 or 14,000 different 7-Elevens all over Thailand.
Yeah. And they're just popping up all the time.
Yeah, and they're opening new ones all the time, so there's always they are improving the pavements and that. We noticed that when we went up to Market Village. There's a lot of things like zebra crossings. They've started fitting zebra crossings, which they never had the last time we came out, but this time they had them.
We dashed for your life last time.
Yeah. A little bit faster through this bit. And like the 7-Eleven there, if I was on my own scooter, because I can't walk very far now because I'm about, I wouldn't better go in there because for some reason there is a ramp where you go to some 7-Elevens and they've got a ramp for accessibility. So as I said, it's something that I will be advising people on. Anyone who's please don't let it put money. It is such a beautiful place, and I'm not being paid to sell it. I'm not being paid to promote that. This is our own feelings on our own, what we think of it and our thoughts on it. I mean, like, you could probably see above all the cables, up above us here. Everybody makes a comment about it. The first time me and Sharon came here, she said to me, "Oh my God," I can hear the buzzing. I said, "That's just the ampage and the voltage, and then we go through the cables." And I said, "You will get that noise, that buzzing noise." But everything is gradually being updated and being made to look better. Are we going to go much further down here? Or no? Because this is the old part. Do you want to turn around? Go.
Yeah, we've seen a massive
Yeah,
electric one here and a massive
massive difference. And the thing is as well is what we're not just going to stick to Wahin. We met a couple from the UK called Tony or Anthony Anderson, and they were really nice people, and they said to us, you know, like, what are you going to do and all that, and I said, we're not going to be couch potatoes. We're going to get out, we're going to see the sights, we're going to work our way around the island. Believe you me, there is never any reason to turn around and say, I'm bored. There is so much to see, there's so much to do.
That's just in Thailand.
Yeah.
That was fair because we're planning to do Cambodia, where else have we said?
Singapore.
Singapore. Pretty much the whole of Asia if we go, isn't it? Once we're settled.
Sorry about the jolting, it's just the cats always keep jumping out on me. Well, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I think we'll go try that one up where all the Thai people were sat, just up here. That restaurant up there, that looked quite nice.
Well, at the beginning,
Yeah,
that was a seafood, wasn't it?
yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Because my lips are and my mouth are dry and they're calling for a chang. It's chang time. And for anybody who doesn't already know, there are local drinks out there, lagers that are chang, and the main one is chang and cinder. There is other ones, but I don't know what they are. But I like the chang. Chang are really, really nice. The only problem is, once again, you can't have too many because obviously there's a restriction for operating a motor vehicle, whether it be a scoot or anything else, and being on the road. So. I don't think they do speed awareness courses out here, do they?
If you haven't got a helmet on and you're unfortunate, you get pulled over by the police, and believe me, you don't want to
So
get
my
pulled
sister-in-law will be glad to know that we're safe out here. We got no speed awareness out here.
over. That's a nasty
That's
dig,
not.
brother.
Oh.
That's a dig, brother.
Is that a below the belt job?
I
is it?
believe so. I think it is. She will that is her.
Totally other concern here is like the eggs. Everything is like so cheap, and people are saying it's getting more expensive. But you know what? The cost of living in the UK, when you look at that, how much it is over here, there's no comparison. But going back to the eggs business, they must have some chickens over here because everywhere you go, it's got eggs. In nearly every Thai meal that you have, you can have an egg with it. Yeah.
You've got to, haven't you?
No, but you can't. I'll shut up a minute and let you just enjoy the sights. I know it's not a lot to look at, but hopefully it'll give you something to see. This lady here is doing different types of, I would imagine, yeah, crepes, which is, yeah, look very nice. All your different, you can have Nutella on them. You've got all your,
You can see.
eh?
You can see the different
Yeah.
selections.
Yes, I don't need to tell you. You've got your eyes, you can see what's
It's
there.
sweet and savoury.
Yes. I've just been vividly informed that they do sweet and savoury. But believe you me, they are clean as awesome. See, that's all been renewed there, isn't it? It'll be a coffee shop though. Well, it is. It says on the coffee. The clues on the side of the building.
I didn't see it.
Didn't you?
No.
I told you how to go opticians.
Very cheap, brother.
It's 35 degrees today at its peak, and we walked up, or well, I went to school, Sharon walked up to Market Village. By the time we got up there, we were cooked, both of us, weren't we?
Fry with crisp and dry, I
Yeah.
said. to have a taxi back. That's a good idea.
As I say, as we go on for the period that we're here, we will be doing a lot more vlogs and giving you a bit more of an idea. It won't be all be about food or drink. We're not alcoholics or anything. Swadika, we're not alcoholics or anything. No, I do drink. I like to shine. I like to drop the shine. But we're not big drinkers. Because I'm on smoke medication, I can't afford to. But yeah, we'll take you around and show you the sights. And as I say, there's so many places of interest and steeped in history. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't think we've gone past that restaurant yet.
No.
No. I can't get over the price of fuel here as well. It's so cheap, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Would you believe that a lot of the street vendors don't start until 11, 12 o'clock midnight selling food? And they're usually there till about 3 o'clock in the morning. When they pack up and go home, then you tend to find that the people that are coming in to do the day shift, they start at 3 and they work right around then till about 1 o'clock. But that is mainly, they start at 3 o'clock, so they start cooking, but everything that they cook, they don't cook to order as such. So what they do is they cook batches of it.
Yeah.
And keep replenishing it, and you've got between sort of like, I don't know, when people start getting up and going to work, or
A lot of people use the street vendors for their breakfast.
use their breakfast. So they go in there, say 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and get their breakfast or whatever, and they go straight on to work. So and they're normally sold out by about midday, isn't they? Midday, 1 o'clock, because we went to one because I wanted to get a Penang curry, and this was just gone 12 o'clock. Sorry, sold out. Yeah. Unbelievable. But that just goes to show how popular the food is, and it is such a good quality. I say such a variety of food, isn't it? Different,
It caters for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like Thai, there's still plenty of English food.
So don't forget, if any of you or any of you know of anybody that's thinking of coming to Thailand for a holiday, or hollybob as we call it, don't be put off at the fact that you think, I can't because one of your relatives is in a wheelchair on a scooter. There are a large amount of parts of Thailand, certainly down Hue Hin, that are already friendly to mobility and that, and they are getting better. They are improving on it.
If you have any questions, ask us. Just put it in the comment box.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we've done it twice now, and we've gotten to realise how easy it is and how not so stressful it is the next time I'm trying to put it out there. But yeah, please feel free to ask any questions. If we can't answer straight away, it's because we're doing something, but then we will get back to you as soon as we can. And we can't answer your question, we'll look into it and get back to you that way. Does that helps?
And if for anybody who's wondering, I'm actually Plymouth born and bred, and Sharon is originally Maltese born.
My mum's Maltese.
Yeah, her mum's Maltese, her sister's Maltese, and they came and moved to Wales back when Sharon was only a few months old. So she has lived most of her life in Wales until she joined the Royal Navy. So that's sort of like through the Navy and everything that we actually got to know each other. But we've been married now this is our 6th year.
No, we've been together.
Sorry, been together 6 years.
This is our 4th.
I'm going to be in trouble tonight. while we're coming up to the restaurant where we're going to eat, I'll probably just film them, you know, the meals, send you pictures of the meals that we prepare. And I'll show you the way you want to be watching what we're eating. So I'm going to take our leave now.